Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another reading. Today's reading is super special, not simply because it's about love and preparing for Valentine's Day, but I'm actually doing a free giveaway. Oh yeah. The giveaway is a crystal grid deck, the Crystal Grid deck by Mystic Mondays. I've had this deck for quite some time now, but I've kind of just come out of alignment with it. So I want to gift it to somebody else who can really receive the benefits from this deck. So as you see here, it says it's an 80 card deck to chart your intentions. This is a really great deck for people who want to build their knowledge on crystals and really understanding the intention and how to use crystals. So I'll just walk you through really quick what's inside. So first we have this beautiful crystal grid deck map that maps out all the crystals in the deck according to their chakras. So this could also be another great way to really dive deeper into understanding how the crystals correlate with the chakras. So that is a beautiful visual poster that comes with it. And then in the box we have the actual cards. They're this beautiful hexagon shape, and as you can see, there's tons of different colors. It's a really beautiful deck, honestly. I would keep it, but I already have a bunch of other crystal decks, so that's why I wanted to gift this particular deck. So in the back, this one doesn't come with a guidebook, but each card has a particular message that tells you what the crystal is related to. So the cat eye crystal is agility, intuition, protection. And then it also gives you the astrological and planetary placements, which I think is a really nice touch as well. Yeah. So my loves, this is a free giveaway. How the giveaway will happen, you'll comment in the description down below saying crystal. And by Valentine's Day, so February 14th, that's this Saturday, I will, based on the people who've commented in the chat, I will run like a random generator with your username. And based on whoever gets selected, I'll reply back in your comment to let you know that you are the winner. And then we can coordinate how I can send this to you. So that is the Crystal Grid deck and free giveaway for the month of February. So now let's hop into the reading. All right, now for the reading, you guys, this is super exciting. I'm like super thrilled for this reading. So as you saw in the title, this reading will be about your relationship with love. And so I was guided by spirit. Oh, this just does not want to stand. Okay. I was guided by spirit to select these 3 different groups, which is funny because it's the 12th, and 12 divided by 3 is 4, so 4, 4, 4. Just perfect alignment. We have, for the first group, we have the purple fluorite crystal, which is a cloud shape. I think it's so pretty. The second group, we have this beautiful red carnelian mushroom crystal. And then for the third group, we have the pig glass with wings. How cute. Okay. And then for those of you who like to pick with the actual cards themselves, let us reveal. We have pile 1, number 42, 5th ray of intellectual knowledge, quite fitting with the purple fluorite crystal. Group 2, we have the Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ, number 27, with the red carnelian. And then pile 3, we have Spiritual Service, 21, with the pig with wings. So for pile 1, you have the 5th ray of intellectual knowledge. It's a really interesting card. I'm interested to hear more about that. For pile 3, we have the Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. It's beautiful. I love all that energy coming from the heart chakra, which We have pile number 3 with spiritual service. Another beautiful card. We have like very clear energies here. We kind of have like purple, we have red and orange, we have blue, which literally tap into all the chakras. We have crown chakra, we have sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, and we have throat chakra. All right, so I'll give you a moment. Let's take a nice breath in and exhale. And you can look in the description box down below, as well as the comment section, for the timestamps for your pile. All right, I'll see you there. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. This is your reading for today. Welcome to Sew with Soul Tarot. I'm happy to have you here. So, we have the purple fluorite, which basically symbolizes the idea of flowing, which I think is so beautiful because you have these like little ridges that clearly were captured within the stone. And it's a really fascinating stone because it melts really easily when it's heated, which I feel like strongly connects to this idea of like higher realms, intuition, intellectual knowledge, because when you learn more, when you acquire knowledge, when you acquire wisdom, it really melts away old ideas and beliefs that you once had held. And so I think that's really what the card for today is calling upon here with that purple energy. And it's interesting, you have these kind of like dimmer folks kind of in the crowd, and this one person in the center just really shining bright. So let's read from the book and see what this card is trying to tell us today. The 5th ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You are being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the 5th ray. So that's the first bit of the reading here. Okay, now it continues. It says, you are distilling a new truth. It might be the truth of discernment, which again is hilarious because fluorite also, while it is associated with the crown chakra, it also deals with spiritual growth, alignment, and discernment. So that's funny that it's coming up here with the card itself. It might be the truth of discernment, where you realize the appearance of a person, group, or cause is misleadingly different to the inner reality. Discernment is possible. Discernment is incredibly important on the spiritual path. All the more so as you open to the work with energies, with teachers and teachings, and to sort out all issues in your life according to your spiritual principles. Discernment is not judgment, but it does allow you to make informed decisions based on frequency. When you choose to associate with people who are on a higher frequency, everyone benefits. If you choose to associate with people on a lower frequency than your own, you may feel your life moving more slowly, becoming harder than it needs to be. Discernment helps you navigate through illusions and find the real gems. It helps you step back from those who say they want to support you, but actually just want to take and not give in return. The 5th ray helps you choose wisely and sever unhealthy connections. This ray also comes to you when there is more to something than meets the eye. So that makes sense when we look at the image, right? It's like stand in your light, stand in your truth, but use discernment about the people around you, right? That's using that intellectual knowledge here. You will be given the power to discover and understand the truth. Wait until the truth clicks inside you. Until then, keep looking deeper until you unravel the mystery. The 5th ray will help you do so successfully. The challenge with the 5th ray is to remain open-minded as you find your clarity. Be willing to find more information if you need it. The right answers will come. Be willing to change your viewpoint in order to perceive the truth of the matter. If a system is working for you, that's great. If it needs to be changed, then don't be afraid to go into the chaos of creativity and try different ways until you discover what works. The 5th ray has a special connection to the worlds of science. Therefore, you are encouraged to be an observer in your life, to experiment with what does and does not work. You are invited to pursue any form of science that is of interest to you, whether this be leaning into nutritional science, quantum physics, chemical composition, healing effects, or researching meditation and healing. If these are not of interest to you, it could be simply the application of scientific mindset in your life. So the intellectual, right? The logical, the left brain, masculine side of the mind. Apply this approach to your exercise regime, your meditation practice, and any other aspects of your lifestyle that maximizes your potential and supports your best possible life path. Well said. So I have a few things to say about that. So when I just mentioned the left brain, so for those of you who are not familiar with the brain and how it works and the different aspects, so let's say this is your brain, right? The right side of your brain is what fuels your creativity, your understanding of love and passion and like what really lights you up. And this is actually associated to the feminine energies. And so when you're thinking about like what the right side of the brain actually does, the right side of the brain controls the left side of your body. Okay. And then we have the left side of the brain, which is masculine, which is intellectual, logical. It follows structure, order, and, possesses lots of power. But the left brain is also what functions the right side of your body. So it's kind of, think of it like an X a little bit. So the right brain functions on the left side of your body and the left brain functions on the right side of your body. So this is an interesting concept as well for people who might, who are lefties. So if you're left-handed, you might be, you might lean more towards creative ventures, the creative side of yourself. If you're left brain, right, that means you're using the right side of your body. So that's the more like technical, analytical, intellectual side of your mind. And I think it's a really interesting concept in our society, right? Because most people are right-handed. And that is by design. That was a intentional decision that was made by higher authorities who had the control over people to say, we're going to move away from right and left ambidextrous abilities to write and use the body, and we're going to shift to this right dominant way of living. And it's in many ways shut out the feminine, the creative aspect of our society and our lives. And so when you're thinking about this, I just want you to recognize that while this does lean more towards the logical, intellectual mind that does process discernment, the left side, the more masculine side, has also in many ways upheld patriarchic ideologies, and there needs to be a balance. If you saw my reading from last week, the reading before, Divine Timing, What You Need to Hear Right Now, it touches on that same concept. I think it was pile 3 maybe, of finding that harmony, that balance between the right brain and the left brain. And so I know we haven't even gotten to any of the cards, you guys. I'm getting there, but I'm just, Spirit is channeling through me and wants me to share these messages. But I encourage you, if you are right-handed, to practice using your left hand more if you can, and you'll notice this change in your creativity and the way you maybe even perceive certain things. And if you're left-handed, I encourage you to practice using your right hand so that way you can find more structure and more order and logical thinking in your life. And if you're ambidextrous, then you already have a little bit of an upper hand. I'm sure you have a little bit more balance in your life, but just something to think about. Okay, that was a long explanation, but Spirit really wanted me to share that. Okay, so today's reading is about your relationship with love. So it's funny that we started with the mind, because when we think about love, we always think about hearts and the heart center. So I'm interested to see what the cards bring up when it comes to how you formed your relationship with love and what are some things that we can consider. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Romance and Love Oracle cards. Let's see, Spirit, what is pile number 1's relationship with love? Okay, I'm going to take these 2 cards. What is pile number? Okay, one more card. Okay. What does pile number 1 need to know or identify within their relationship with love? Ooh, sorry, the cards are this is a newer deck, so I'm still getting used to shuffling it. Let's see. Let's get one card from this deck. Spirit, with this pile number 1. With this pile number 1. Okay, thank you. Alrighty, let's see one more from this deck. Spirit, with this pile number 1. Okay. All right. So we'll actually switch these cards. Let's start here. So we have Destiny. The reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. Ooh, okay. We have a soulmate connection. We have gifts. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. Ooh, okay. Already getting something here. Let's just look at these other ones and we'll put this to the side for now. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I'm going to put this over here and I'll tell you why in a moment. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Oh, let's put that under Destiny. Okay, so what I'm picking up so far with my group number 1s is that you might already have, you know, a love in your life is what I'm gaining, right? Because we have true love here, and twin flame connection or reunion. If they're not in your life yet, they will be soon. I promise you that. But what Spirit is telling you is that when you connect with this person or when you're with this person, what you're being called to do is separate from the way you logically or intellectually think about something, is to really understand your person, right? The gift of love is being able to understand, not through knowledge solely, not through intellect alone, but through the heart. And so you're being called to use your heart here in this love connection, right? Free yourself. I put this over here because it's this: free yourself from maybe the intellectual turmoil that might happen when it comes to how you think about love or your relationship with love. I think sometimes what I'm getting from this group is that you may, and it's funny that the Fluorite's in the cloud shape, because it's like, I feel like you get very much in your head about things and what you should do and how you're feeling, but I think you need to tune in to not just your heart, but also what is it that your partner wants, or what is it that the love in your life, whether it's yourself too. This could be yourself. This doesn't necessarily have to be another person, but I do sense it's another person because of this card. But yeah, like maybe gifts, right? As far as love languages go, could be an important thing here. Let's see what else we have from the cards to give us insight. Oh, I love that. Oh, that just like sits so beautifully with this Destiny and Balance card. You really are. Oh, you guys, pile 1. This is the person in your life right now, or who will come into your life if you're single, is your soulmate, is your twin flame. For those of you who are not familiar, don't know what I mean when I say twin flame, the idea is basically that yourself and the person that you end up being with, and this can be difficult, especially when you have many relationships and you're not quite sure which one was love, which one was real, right? Like, but you'll know with a twin flame. Like with a twin flame, it feels like your spirit is also within them. And that's where the twin comes in. It's like you guys can see the light within each other, and because you guys resonate, like the resonance of each other's heart is so clear, it actually forces you into a state of growth and understanding and more love and compassion for yourself. Now with this Gamble card, I might have to get more clarity on this, because that does not necessarily make sense with what we're talking about, but maybe the tarot cards can clarify. So we have here build strength. So also, yeah, my group number 1, crown chakra, you guys, your third eye is open, that's for sure. So you have a very heightened awareness, right? And maybe that's also where this like logical mind comes in, but I think the logical side of your thinking is also the discernment, right? And the way that you're able to build that discernment is through building strength, literally. Like when you are moving physical, you can move that energy within your kind of higher realms, right? It's funny that it's a cloud too, right? Again, higher realms, that crown chakra energy, to really like mold it, transmute it into something else. And in this case, it's, you know, with love. We also have take a walk. Maybe you and your partner, if you're in a relationship, like to go on walks. And if you don't, or if that's not really something you do, maybe you're being encouraged by spirit now to take a walk. And then we have peace, St. Francis of Assisi. I might be butchering that, you guys, sorry. Italy. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, we have the Eastern Bluebird on the card, you guys. The Eastern Bluebird. I just recently found out about that bird. Because I saw it the other day. 2 of them, actually, so 'tis the season. Twin flame energy. I can't give you any more information other than that. I don't know that much about it. I was recently told what it was, but I didn't really look into the bird. But if you're interested, look it up, Eastern Bluebird. Wow, it's very beautiful. We have blue and purple here. So again, crown and third eye chakra for sure. Or not third eye chakra. The third eye is part of the crown chakra, but yeah, you guys have you definitely have a sense of awareness, enlightenment, right? Again, we have this yellow halo. We have the yellow halo. Okay, let's pull some tarot cards to get a bit more clarity as to this gamble, because we have balance and peace. Oh my gosh, you guys. We have balance and peace. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Very nice. Very nice. We have the Knight of Chalices. Okay. We have the Knave of Chalices. Huh. Okay, let's see here. Which could also be the Page of Chalices. So we have the Page is the beginning, and then the Knight is the next one before we get to the King and the Queen. For those of you who are not as familiar with tarot, which is good because this means that you have come to a level of mastery of your emotions, of your intellectual mind and understanding of things. But there's something more. Spirit, can you? Oh, you guys had a card fly. Oh, wow. You guys, Knight of Swords. Holy cow. Some serious energy here. This is definitely, it's funny because when I started, I was talking all about like the masculine and the feminine and the right mind and the left mind. And like now we have all this male energy and we have build strength. And we physically have a representation of a man. So this is really interesting. And then here too, we also see the man here really embracing his woman. Oh, so beautiful. So I'm sensing this is most likely a male watching this. But again, it doesn't matter what your gender identity is, male or female. Oh, sorry, hold on, you guys. What am I doing here? We have the Queen of Chalices. Oh, and strength. Oh, I love this. I love this, you guys. Okay, I think I know where the gamble's coming from. I think some of you, and again, right, with all of my readings, like take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But again, what resonates, you'll know in your heart space. What does, not in your head, okay? Just another reminder. So we have 2 knights and a page and a queen and the strength card. So, and the Ten of Pentacles. So, as far as your relationship with love, I can tell that you have a high sense of self-worth and purpose. That comes clearly to me with this Ten of Pentacles, like, you know, money and the flow of money comes easily to you. You've worked hard enough to attain material comfort, fulfillment, and in this space of love with yourself, but also with, you know, a partner. What I'm getting here is that you very much have a queen in your life. You do. And this person gives you a lot of strength. They give you a lot of encouragement, a lot of love and support. And so going back to this gifts, I'm just feeling, because it says love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. And I feel like the gift that you can give your person is not just physical gifts, but literally just understanding space, time, connection, right? Because you guys are both emotionally mature. I do think that the male in this situation probably is not at the same emotional intelligence or maturity as the female, because we have the queen and we have the knight, not necessarily the king. But I am seeing a lot of positive energy here when it comes to like your progress and like the things that you're working towards. This is definitely a studious person, someone who has worked hard for what they have and intends to like keep it, right? Maintain it. But this is so clear, you guys. Look at this. So again, for those of you who are not familiar with tarot, the queen, so chalices or cups tend to represent the emotional state, and swords tend to represent the intellectual state. So going back to the intellectual card that you chose. So the knight, again, not the king, has a strong intellectual mind, discernment, understanding of things. But he's still a page. He's in the younger side of the suites of the minor arcana of his emotional intelligence. So it seems like there's a gap that needs to be bridged. And again, even if you're not in a relationship, or this is not necessarily, if you're not sensing a relationship here, this can apply to you, again, to that right and left brain that I mentioned earlier, of like connecting this more intellectual side of your mind and strengthening it with the emotional side of your mind is really what's going to allow you to bridge this gap. Or not that it's a negative thing, but just more so to find balance. And I think sometimes where this gamble, so I didn't explain the gamble. I think where this gamble comes in is that you guys are sometimes too much in your head, right? Which is even funnier because this is like, we have the cards in a cube on top of the person's neck. So it's like, it's almost, it can be a disservice to you at times. But you can find the balance, right? Because energetically it's there, but you're being called, right, to free yourself. Take back control. Don't just allow yourself to be blown by the wind, with what other people love or like, or, you know what I mean? Like, stand true in what it is that you want and take it. All right, we have just one more. Yeah, see? That serenity will come in. That's what I was feeling. Oh, and we have more purple. Wow, you guys. Okay. Oh, see? Final messages. Vision. Yeah. You guys, your third eye is open. AF. I'm sensing this group, my pile ones are meditators. You have vision. You have clear sight. Again, that third eye energy from this card. You're being called to take some time to, again, be outdoors, take a walk. Literally, it's so funny because we also have this where the guy's outdoors, and you'll find your peace. You'll find your peace. Maybe that's what you need for right now. Just take some time to go out. And the confidence. Look, we have two felines 2 felines here. 3. Oh, we got a unicorn. Oh, my pile ones. Oh, your energy is so lovely. Yeah, so that's all the messages that I have for you guys. Actually, you know what? Let's do one more. Let's just go for it, you guys. Let's do some tea leaves. Let's see here. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Yeah, it's time to take control. So you're being called to take control, and that's what's going to help you. But you have strong perseverance, and it's because of that that focus, that intellectual mind. You guys know how to keep moving forward. Oh, you're being called. Okay, twice here. We have a man with a staff and a man with a bird, and they're in nature. It says, pay attention to your health. Ooh, you guys, you can't make this up. Maybe that's why Spirit's calling you to build some strength. You've been neglecting your health. Even though your mind is well attuned, you need to really pull into the physical side, right? So mind, body, spirit. I'm getting spirit is here. I'm getting mind is here, but I'm getting physicality is lacking. Seek out information. You guys. All right, we're going to end it there. This is exactly what the first card said. If you remember when I was reading the book, seek out the information that will help you. That is your final message. Okay, my loves. Love you guys. Sending you so much love during this season. As we prepare, or I prepare for the new moon. This is such wonderful energy. I wish you all the best. Please like the video if this resonated with you. Subscribe so you can get more readings. I'm going to be posting at least weekly. That's my goal. And leave a comment. Again, enter yourselves into the giveaway. Put in crystal, or just leave a, let's do a cloud emoji or a purple heart. Better yet, let's do a purple heart in the comments down below so I know you made it to the end of this reading. I wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, my pile number 2s. So this is your reading for today, your relationship with love. We have here the cosmic heart, cosmic Christ, and your red carnelian mushroom crystal. Put that there. I'm going to put your card over here. Let's read what your card actually means. All right, so we have the cosmic heart, cosmic Christ. You are elevating your vibration towards the frequency of limitless supply and unconditional love. Spiritually, you are reaching for a high level of attainment. Past pain and self-defeating behavior shall no longer have a place in your heart. Christ consciousness is an expression of divine love that comes straight from the universal heart. It triggers a transmutation and evolution so absolute that we are irrevocably changed. We increasingly become an embodied expression of pure divine will and an unwavering expression of divine love for all who are in need. This process takes lifetimes to complete. As you proceed, you will receive countless blessings to support your journey and fulfill your sole purpose of serving love. Oh, this is so amazing, you guys, especially with the topic for today. There will also be tests. These give the spirit a chance to develop mastery. There will be tests of forgiveness. It is easier to forgive when you don't harbor resentment at natural limitations, which is like being angry at the sun for not shining at night. Natural laws prevail, so whether we are speaking of the sun, a child, or ourselves as we grow, compassion allows forgiveness to flow more easily. There will also be tests of power. As you grow, you will become more powerful. You can use that power to help or hinder others, to manipulate them through fear or encourage them with love. Hopefully the latter. You can nurture yourself on your path, or you can relentlessly criticize yourself for your errors. You can claim your power comes from some superiority you possess, or you can see yourself as a surrendered vehicle, animated in purposeful action through the grace of the divine. Woo! Getting chills. You may feel you need to sacrifice yourself for others, but you are just as much in need of love as any other being on this planet. When you are full and overflowing, what you share with others can enhance you and them. It is not a choice between what nurtures you and what nurtures others, as if though those were competing needs. In the realm of the Christ, which nurtures you, is actually nurturing for all. When you are feeling diminished or drained, you have been pulled out of the higher frequencies of peace and kindness to yourself, become trapped in unforgivingness or power games, or seduced by the lesser truths of another rather than the truth of your own heart. Christ calls to you now to receive this love for you and to allow your own heart to feel the grace and healing of this. It can be a challenge to learn to love another in a way that does not harm you. Perhaps you learned that love was about making yourself less in order to help another feel like more. This is not love, nor is it consciously chosen sacrifice. It is a heart acting out of its scars from the past. Your heart deserves to experience real love. As you gently claim this for yourself, you will find much strength within, much respect for yourself, and a willingness to receive much good in your life. It is a time for you to embrace the higher expression of the Christ love within you. You have so much right to experience love, respect, and forgiveness as another. Sharing love in any ways brings you closer to your spiritual mission this lifetime. It also attracts prosperity and abundance. Let the love in. You do not have to suffer to grow now. You just need to let love flow. Oh! You guys, I love that. I know that that introduction was a little bit lengthy, but I feel like my pile twos, you needed to hear that. And actually, before we get any further into the reading, I did want to talk a little bit about the crystal I chose. So the carnelian crystal represents vitality, courage, motivation, which I feel like is exactly what that reading, the passage from the book, was saying. It boosts your confidence. And actually, Egyptians use this as an amulet for their heart, to represent the heart, the sacral chakra, which is, well, this is actually technically coming from his heart chakra, but you get the idea, sacral chakra energy. So this is the fire, the passion within. Okay, wonderful. Let's see what messages Spirit has, what additional message Spirit has for you. My pile number twos. You are so loved. You are so blessed. Don't forget it. And for those of you that are like, oh, I don't believe in Jesus or Christ, or I don't believe in religion. Okay, that's fine. You're entitled to believe whatever it is that you believe. However, what I will caution is that there is something higher than us. So I do want to break that wall down for a moment and really ask you to reflect on that, because we were not created for nothing. We were created to emanate love and to show others what love is. And that's actually one of the things I'm picking up in your relationship with love, is that maybe sometimes you doubt, and you're being called to not doubt. Any doubt that comes into your mind, especially regarding love, and love, as the passage mentioned, can be represented in many different ways. It can be in your relationship with others, how you treat others, how you receive, the ways you think about the work you do, right? So you're being asked to just make sure you stay grounded, right? And it's funny that the carnelian, even though it represents sacral, that's still connected to the lower bodies, the lower realms, which the mushroom, right? It's very much close to the ground. And so you might be grounded in those lower chakra energies. Oh, wow, Spirit. Okay. Wait. That's what definitely wanted to come out. Okay. Give me a second. So we have here. Sorry, I got sidetracked, but yeah, you're being asked to have faith and really root yourself in your understanding of love and heal anything that is not serving that relationship, that understanding. Okay. Well, let me see. We have 2 more decks. So again, I like to shuffle the cards for the oracles specifically before I jump into tarot or any other messages because I want the energy from the cards to be as clear as possible. So for those of you who maybe readings are a newer thing for you, just understand that that's why my intention is to shuffle the cards before I share the messages. Okay, so we have dreams. Look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. It's a really beautiful card. All right, we also have together. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Okay, so, I mean, this is a love reading, even though I'm not necessarily talking about what's coming into your love life. The spirit is definitely showing us that you might already have a partner. Let's see what else we have here. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, yeah, there is. This is a partnership someone is in. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, this ties in so perfectly with what I was saying. Now, again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a collective reading, so not everything I say might, speak to you. But this is what I was picking up earlier when I was thinking of Christ, because I think sometimes when we think of Christ or Jesus, people harden or step away, or, you know what I mean, if they're not already in that energy. But I am seeing that since your love life is influenced by, that's what it is. That's what they're telling. Okay, hold on a second. Let's get some more. Keep an open, yeah, there it is. There it is. That's what I was gonna say without saying it. So keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So we have 2 ideas here. One is, I think that the way that you've thought about religion, Christ, other things, or other spiritual paths has largely been influenced by your family, your upbringing, your environment. But that's not that, while it might have, again, hardened you or influenced you to think about religion and spirituality the way you do now, that's not to say that your mind has to stay so fixed on that. You're being called to really tap in to your own ideas about spirituality and maybe religion for some, if that's your choice, but to remain open, right? Because your partner might actually be the reflection of what it is that you're missing right now, or to tap into what you seek. Look to your dreams. They hold all the answers. All right, let's see. Overthinking. We're going to put that over here. Yep. That's what I was saying. So again, I'm getting that past upbringing has impacted the way you think about love. You overthink love. And because you overthink love, you kind of restrict your understanding and ability to love. And I think that was impacted by your upbringing. But you're being asked to go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So you're being asked to step out of that energy, right? Look to your dreams. Your dreams are a playground for your subconscious mind, which is really your deepest desires, thoughts, feelings. So look at those. If you can remember your dreams, I highly recommend you write them down or reflect on them at the very least, because they're trying to tell you something. We have move on. Yeah, I'm going to also put that over here. My loves, this is a strong message from Spirit, okay? We have gamble. Whoa. This came out with my first pile as well. You might even be from pile 1. This might resonate with you. So actually pile 1, we were talking about how the intellectual mind and way of thinking about things can sometimes impact our relationship and understanding of love and how love can actually flow in our lives. And it's funny because we have the Carnelian, and the Carnelian, again, it's and this gamble, these ideas are rooted in the lower chakras. And in order to move that energy up, up, up and into the heart and higher heart, you really need to assess what it is that is maybe minimizing or stopping the flow of your joy. Yeah, let's see what else we have here. Sound healing. This came out in my reading last week as well. Pile number 2, you're being called to tap into some sound healing. That's going to help you. Again, if you didn't catch my reading from last week, basically the idea is that Hertz frequency, Hz, particularly let's do 528 for you, or 423 frequency is probably going to be the best for you to really like sit into this heart chakra energy, because you're being called to move that energy up and through your body, and the sound is going to help you get there. Oh my gosh, you guys, you can't make this up. This is what I was saying about the grounding and the like, just the plain idea of the mushroom, right? The mushroom comes and sprouts out of the ground. You're being called to connect with the earth. You're being called to connect with the earth here. 7s might be significant for you guys. We have 2 7s. Yeah. Again, crystals might even be a good resort for you to really understand or tap into some of the energies or emotions that you're feeling. Yeah, I think it's emotions, right? Move on. Something's holding you back. You're being called to move on from that. Move on from the overthinking, move on from the gambling of your mind. That's the move on energy. Let's see, last card here. Oh my gosh, my pile 2s. You can't make this up. 3 times. Uluru. Sorry, you guys, I don't know how to pronounce it. Uluru, Australia. Grounded, number 7. You have 7 again. 777 might be an angel number for you. My pile number 2s, ground yourself. You're being asked to ground yourself. Because grounding also with the lower chakras is what allows you to, again, pull that energy higher up. So when you ground, actually, this is a little bit like metaphysical, but like when you, right, obviously our bodies are electromagnetic field. We have a torus field, and we magnetize, right, like law of attraction, things to us and repel things away from us. So when we ground, we rebalance those energies, and actually when you have the intention of removing anything that's not serving you and pulling it down deep into the ground, that can actually be really a good release for you to clear out anything that's not serving your highest good. All right, let's get some tarot cards here to see a little bit more your relationship with love, what's being called of you, or just get a clear picture of how this might show up in you guys' life. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Okay, we have the King of... Oh my God, you guys. Okay. Yeah, we have King of Cups. We have Ace of Swords. Spirit, what other messages do you have? What does this look like? How is this showing up in their lives? The Devil. Yeah, this is that energy I was talking about. Oh yeah, and the Two of Swords. It's funny, you have all reversals. Okay, you guys, my pile 2. Ground, ground, connect with the earth, ground, ground, sound healing. Please do that. That's going to help you get out of this reversal energy that's happening. Literally none of the cards so far have come out upright. We have more reverse cards. Okay. We have 2 of Pentacles and we have 7 of Swords. Oh. Okay, yeah. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Yeah, you guys are deep in your mind with how you're thinking about love. You're you know what? I'm being called to read this. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna read this card for you guys. This is the time to ground yourself with what is important in life. Let everything else go. Move on. Relinquish the flurry and the busyness of life. Release worrying about the future and let go of rehashing your past. Take time to be present and reflect. This is the dreams. You need to ground your energy to take advantage of the opportunities awaiting you. And that's the Two of Pentacles. Something wants to come in financially, but you're kind of going back and forth. You're a little bit indecisive here. You are called to dive deeper. Go beneath the surface to discover hidden gems. Oh, hidden gems. Little crystals in the forest. You can't make this up, you guys. Take a second, look at things that you may have dismissed the first time around. Explore your roots to uncover what is valuable in life. Honor your ancestors. There may be something that seemed closed and forgotten that is ready to open. Stand firm. Ooh, I just got this call that wanted to come out. Stand firm in what you know to be true. Being grounded means that people or situations that are unsupportive do not sway you. Ooh. You guys, I felt that in my heart. Oh, sorry for the noise to my mic. Stand up for others who can't protect themselves. That is a strong message. You might even have siblings. I'm getting a sense that some of you guys might have siblings here. And the religious factors might have negatively impacted, again, your love life. Maybe you even had parents who were divorced. I don't know. A few different things coming through here. Yeah. Your soulmate is going to differ from your usual type and expectations, and that's okay, because that's actually going to teach you something. That's going to teach you something. So okay. I think originally I mentioned that some of you guys might be in a relationship. I think that some of you, what I'm picking up, are actually not in a relationship. You're single, but there's someone who you have your eyes set on. Someone that really lights you up. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. And I think you're being called to, or not think, I know you're being called to lean into that energy more. I'm also, again, getting the sense that this is a male because we have the King of Chalices. And the King of Chalices is really interesting too, because you don't have any other of the suites here when it comes to like kings, queens, or the pages or knights. Which means that you guys have a level of emotional reflection, understanding, but you're not really utilizing it in the right way. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, let's get some more messages here. Hold on. Okay, that really wanted to come out. Dark dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. That might be the person who you have your sights on. We have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Okay, this is also what I'm picking up here. Express your love. Plenty of material things. I mean, you guys. Sorry, for those of you who are new to my readings, I like to shuffle around the cards as the messages come up to bring the ones that are more what you need to keep top of mind. So like I did here, like I kind of hid that with the move on. That's what you're being called. You're going to have a meeting with someone that's going to be important. And that might be your opportunity to make that romantic gesture. This person might be a person with dark hair, dark complexion. And when you're thinking about your finances, your relationship with love, you want to really think there's enough, right? I've been really in this space lately of truly understanding what it means to be abundant and to have money and to be happy. There's plenty available. So whatever this block, whatever this like negative thinking about money is coming, this also this mindset is also being reflected in your relationship and how you think about love. So I want you to bear that in mind. We also have the Seven of Swords here. Let's see. Any final messages for pile number 2? Time. also in reverse. Okay. Fun. Yes, this is what I was talking about. I think, oh, that's so funny. And the arrow points directly to the person. Express your love. Let the person know you. Okay, that's what it is. So this is how we're going to wrap up your reading today, my pile number 2. If there is a person in your life who you have your eyes on, or you might already be with, but maybe let's say you're in a relationship, but you haven't really made any grand gestures or really expressed how you feel about the person, this is the time. Okay, we're gonna flip that. Boom. Don't let this devil energy come in, right? This gambling, this overthinking. Stop that. Stop it. Like, have some fun, yeah? This Valentine's Day even, like, if you're meeting with this person this weekend, like, have some fun, do something, give them some flowers, or maybe it doesn't even have to be, like, something like that. You could give them a note. Oh my gosh, do you know how much people actually like cards and notes? You'll be surprised. It's a very thoughtful gift. So, yeah, that's all I have for you today, my pile 2s. As I mentioned in the intro, I'm doing a giveaway. So if you're interested in receiving the crystal card deck, drop a crystal down in the comments below. I would really appreciate it if you liked this video, if it resonated with you, if you just liked enjoying being here in this moment with me as well. Definitely subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you here as part of the Soul Tribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, my pile number 3. Welcome to Soul with Soul Tarot. So happy to have you here today for this wonderful reading that I was guided by Spirit to do for you guys today. Your relationship with love. It's, you know, timely, not just because of Valentine's Day, but also there's this energy between Saturn and Venus that's happening right now that's really prompting us to reflect on our relationship with love and how love is showing up in our lives. And that's what I felt called to share with you guys all today. Okay, so for those of you who chose the pig with the wings, it is the cutest little crystal glass piece. Oh my gosh, so cute. And we have 21, spiritual service. Getting a lot of blue energy. I'm thinking throat chakra. This is giving throat chakra. Let's see how this shows up more in your reading. But before we get there, let's actually read out of the book what is being asked of us right now. Okay. Self-doubt can be a habit that is hard to break. It can slow down your spiritual progress and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Ultimately, it won't stop you, but it can make your progress seem more challenging. It's easier to fulfill your purpose when you acknowledge your own goodness and talent and do what you love to the best of your ability. Realize that you are enough, that your work is good, and that you have something of value to offer. It is time to let go of any fear of failure, concern about your ability, and your right to live a happy and fulfilled life of success. The universe believes in you, okay? You're being called to service beyond that which you have accomplished thus far. That is because you are ready, you're capable, and willing to step up to another level of spiritual responsibility and freedom. Your mind, however, may question your ability. You may be afraid that you cannot perform well enough, that you are not skilled or experienced enough, that you are not as good as others, or that you don't have enough value to offer. These are nothing more than wounded beliefs about your self-worth, which is what we're talking about today. And it is a time to recognize this wounding and not empower those beliefs as truths anymore. We're letting that go. We're changing the paradigm here. We're removing that energy from our field. Be kind to your mind. It will be happier without these beliefs. You can free yourself from the pain they cause you and become more realistic about your gifts and your potential. Now is a time for you to trust love more than your wounds. I love that. As you release these old beliefs, you create more space within you to receive impressions of how you can most joyfully serve the greater good. No longer hampered by undermining and draining beliefs and self-doubt, You will have more energy to act on your intuition and guidance. Yeah, the little angel coming up. If at any time you find yourself blocked by fear or performance, anxiety, it can be helpful to release these blocks by simply asking yourself how you could best serve the greater good at this time. The answer to this question will never be to shrink back in fear. It will always be to choose belief over doubt. It will be to move ahead, to take the opportunity offered to you as a vote of confidence from the universe. This realization will bring you peace of mind, so you can resume your progress and share what you have with the world. If you have been working hard, taking the opportunities that have come to you and are still feeling as though you are not quite where you wish to be in terms of fulfilling your life purpose and divine destiny, you are now asked to acknowledge all that you have attained so far. Acknowledge all the people you have assisted in your own special way, all the positive influence of love that you have added to the collective human soul through your willingness to take your spiritual journey. Open your heart and care about life on earth. Your spiritual service has been noticed by the spiritual worlds, and you will be empowered to serve in increasingly beautiful ways. Your service is already successful and will only increase in potency, power, and peace. Oh. You know, it's so funny because when I look at this card, oh, it's not funny, but it's a beautiful realization that, like, this person just looks so at peace, right? They're just like, oh, the world is in my hand and I give everything up to that's that which is higher than me. Some call it God, some call it universe, some call it source, to be able to complete my mission. That's your relationship to love, is knowing that your love can be manifested and transformed into service. Spiritual service. Okay, my pile number 3. Thank you for being here with me today. It really means a lot to me on a soul level, but really similar to the card, I'm here to just be of service to you. So I ask Spirit, your guides, my guides, to provide us the highest messages, the clearest messages of what you pile 3s need to know to really heal or strengthen your relationship with love in your life. All right, for those of you who are newer to my readings, I like to collect the oracle cards first before diving into the messages. So just take a moment while I'm shuffling, just settle in. Maybe you take a breath, a nice inhale, and then exhale. Maybe, oh, wow. Okay, hello there. Yeah, I'm super happy to have you guys here. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I'm not begging, but I just, you know, want to connect with you guys. I want to see who's engaging, and just find more ways to connect, you know. Also, for those of you who might have skipped over the intro, I highly suggest you check it out. I am doing a free giveaway of a oracle deck, a crystal oracle deck. Spirit, what does pile number 3 need to know from this deck? What messages do you have for them? So yeah, my giveaway is a tarot or oracle deck, and basically, you know, this is the season of love, and I want to show my love and appreciation for you even dropping on this video. And so if you comment crystal in the comment box below, you'll be entered into the giveaway, which ends Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. And as I mentioned in the intro, I'll do a random generator from those who have entered in the giveaway, and whoever wins, I'll comment down below your comment and we'll coordinate how you can receive the deck. All right, we have adventure. Seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. Ooh, okay, I'm getting twin flame energy here. So it's funny because initially I was thinking when I first read this, it says seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. And I was like, I don't know, for this group, I'm getting the sense that, like, if you're not in a relationship, this could just be with yourself. Like, seek adventure together. You and your spirit, go out, explore the world. Like, light yourself up. You don't have to wait for somebody else to show you love or give you love, right? That's like the highest form of self-love, when we can give to ourselves. But then we got the twin flame. So now I'm starting to think that maybe this is a connection that you guys already have, whether you're in that relationship now or wanting to be in that relationship or wanting to pull your twin flame, or maybe your twin flame is already in your life. Maybe they're a friend that you want to be romantic, or just a friend that you love deeply. Let's see. Oh, we have passion. Okay, no, this is definitely a relationship. Okay. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Oh, yeah, you guys. Woo, can't make that up. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. That's what you're... Okay. So again, you guys, I'm going to take a quick pause. It's always my pile threes that I feel like I got to take a breath. Like I'm going quick, but I need to like slow down. Okay. It's just because the energies, the emotions, the feelings are very strong, which makes sense because you got the passion card. That's what I'm feeling. So, romantic feelings. This is definitely someone, again, who you're either with already or who you want to be with. And it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So if you're not with them, go for it. Shoot your shot. Why not? You literally have nothing to lose. And when you can show others the love that you have, you're going to just magnetize, pull that energy in closer to you. We have desperate. Okay, that's interesting. We might have to get clarity on that, because usually the cards don't come up unless there's an energy of that existing. Oh, okay, we have masculine energy. Are you a male? So, no shade. So sometimes during my readings, I refer to masculine and feminine, but I don't mean that as just like male or female, right? Like if you're someone in the LGBTQI community, like please don't take my words literally. Take them as they resonate for you. It's really more so just to kind of demonstrate, again, the masculine and feminine energies, which do exist. Like that's not even a question of like whether that's real. Again, it's not gender. This is like energy. Like if you're familiar with the Hermetic principles, duality and polarity are two of the principles, and with every one side of something there's another, right? There's an opposite or a dual balancing, right? Twin flame, so feminine and masculine. And so that's what I'm referring to when I say a male. So I feel masculine energy, but you could be a woman who maybe just your masculine energy is resonating more or showing in the reading. Okay, we have burning bowl ritual. Okay, that is super interesting, pile threes, for a few reasons, but I'll tell you in a second after I pull this one. Plan a vacation. Okay, here we go. So this is interesting to me because we have flames, right? Candles, and then we have burning. So, and I see that you guys, third eye chakra is definitely open. And obviously, like, look at that energy there. Maybe you guys even dabble with like magic, spellcasting, if you believe in that. Or like intention setting. Maybe that's just you intention setting. Some might call it magic, whatever. Point being, this might be a really good practice for you. Oh, look at this. To let it go. I feel like that sits so nicely with what this card was saying, right? Like let go of the things that are just like holding you back from this adventure and this excitement that wants to come into your life. This passion, you know what I mean? Like focus on that and let go of anything else that's not serving you. Like this desperate card, initially I was unsure of like where this was coming from. You know what? I'm gonna wait for the tarot to clarify because I don't want to misspeak or, you know, overextend the message here. But again, something needs to be let go, and a burning bowl ritual might be your best methodology. Also, plan a vacation, maybe with this person. Oh yeah, I'm going on a trip, you're going on a trip. Yes. We have 32 power. Dinosaurs in the Jurassic period. Oh, you got, I'm gonna put that over here. Yeah, that wants to be over there. That wants to be over there. Okay, let's see what the tarot is saying so we can get more information on this power, masculine energy, desperate energy. Okay, I know. So the desperate energy, like I was saying with the masculine energy wants to take action. It wants to control. It wants power, right? But it's not serving you. It's not serving you in what it is that actually aligns with love, right? So again, we're talking about the relationship with love here. So your power, your desperation is actually a counterfactual in your ability to step into this passionate love, romantic energy. And that's what needs to be released. Yeah? Let go of controlling things. Oh yeah, look. We got the wheel reverse. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay, I'm being called back to this deck, or back to the book. These are nothing more than wounded beliefs about your self-worth. It is time to recognize this wounding and not empower these beliefs as truth anymore. Be kind to your mind. It will be happier without such beliefs. You can free yourself, right, from this power energy. Free yourself, let it go from the pain they cause and become more realistic about your gifts and your potential. Okay, so that's one aspect. Now we also have here, the experience of initiation by fire is the divine making its presence felt in your life. As you release these old beliefs, you create more space within you to receive impressions of how you can most joyfully serve the greater good. No longer hampered by undermining and draining beliefs and self-doubt, you will have more energy to act on your intuition and guidance. If at any time you find yourself blocked by fear, performance anxiety, it can be helpful to release these blocks, release it, by simply asking yourself how you could best serve the greater good at this time. Acknowledge all the people you have assisted in your own special way, all the positive influence of love that you have added to the collective human soul through your willingness to take your spiritual journey. Open your heart and care about life on earth. Your service is already successful and will only increase in potency, power, and peace. Yeah, I feel like you just needed to hear that again. So we have the Ace of Wands reverse. We have the Wheel reverse. Again, reversals here. We have the King of Wands. Okay, yeah, you guys, this is definitely passion. You're a very passionate person. You're a very passionate person. Let's see here. We have Judgment in reverse. Ah, okay. Interesting. I'll talk about that in a second. Spirit, any more messages from this deck? Yes. Okay, hold on, you guys. Your card fell to the floor. The Hanged Man. Okay, we have 3 major arcanas. Okay, you guys are going through a serious transformation right now. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, which deals with karmic energies. And it's so funny that it sits on top of this power card, simply because, again, the wheel talks about cycles, right? It talks about karmic endings and beginnings. And then we have dinosaurs in the Jurassic period. And obviously the dinosaurs were essentially wiped out from the Ice Age. And that was kind of like the end of an epoch, ushering in a new era, right? A new beginning. And it feels like this could be happening in your life somehow. Something new is coming in or is in the works here. And as far as like how it relates to your relationship with love, you have this sense of wonder, you have this passion, this intensity to like what it is that you want, right? But it sometimes is not channeled properly, which is what I think this desperate is, because you see in this image, he's like pushing this huge circle rock almost off a cliff, and it's like you're exerting too much energy on the wrong things, right? So like you need to like refocus your energy to the things that actually bring you love and joy and happiness and passion, right? Because you are a passionate person, so that energy needs to be like transmuted somehow. And then we have Judgment in reverse, and Judgment is really our connection to a higher divine source. And it's interesting that that's reversed, because like I mentioned, you have that third eye opening and you have spiritual service, but I think you're not really stepping into your purpose and what it is that you really love and the spiritual calling that you have. And this, not just the spirituality of it, but literally how you can be of service to others, that gives you like the love and passion, not just in a love or romantic relationship, but like in the work that you're actually doing. We also have the Hanged Man, which suggests to me again, like, you're kind of like you're like in the in-between of, you're in the in-between of where you want to go next, but you're being called to seek adventure. And that could even be with your person. This person can help you shift this energy a little bit, you know, seek adventure, vacation. That's what you're being called. Okay, hold on. Let's get a little bit more tarot from this deck. Spirit pile number, hold up. This one, Page of Wands. Yeah, you guys have this very wonderful, like, inner child spirit, right? Very, very playful. Oh, the Hermit. Okay, yes, in reverse. We have 4 major arcana, and basically what that means is that these are like large themes playing out in your life, and all of the major arcana are in reverse except for the Hangman. And the Hangman also has to deal with a level of enlightenment, but like of being stuck in a decision. So like you have the energy, but you're like not moving forward on something. The World. Oh my gosh, pile number 3. Oh, we're gonna find out what else is going on here. You guys have a lot of major themes showing in your life right now. You might be going through a serious spiritual awakening of some sort. Ace of Cups, yeah. Ace of Swords. You're like finding the balance between your emotional world, your inner world, your connection with the divine, and how that could translate outwardly, but you just haven't quite mastered how it can reflect in your actual world. But when you do, the World card, you'll feel this sense of wholeness. Yeah, you guys are going through a spiritual awakening. That's what's happening. That's the Wheel energy. And then this is what I was talking about with the finances, money. It might even be something you're working on, your relationship with love. Your relationship with love, Spirit. Any more messages here? But yeah, my pile number 3 is you're definitely going. Oh, I completely forgot to read to you guys really quick the meaning or the kind of intention that I had behind picking this this stone. So it says, use your mind wisely. Use your mind wisely. This is the alignment of intelligence with wisdom. So I see here with the Judgment and the Hermit, you guys have a spiritual practice. You guys have an understanding of yourself. But I think what might be missing here is also having fun, right? Like the literal love energy, the happiness energy, the abundance energy of filling your cup. That's the start. That's the start of this journey. That's the start of this journey that goes from here to here to here to here to here, you know? Intelligence is a gift to be used with love, spirit, compassion, and discernment. You're being called to remain open during this time. Any final messages from this deck? Remain okay. We have a lot of cards here. We have confidence. This also came out in pile number 2. We have time. Oh my gosh, that also came out in pile number 2. And we have creativity. That is so crazy when cards come out twice in these readings, just mainly because I literally shuffle them so many times and I specifically place the cards separately so they don't come out, the same cards don't come out together. But clearly this is what wanted to show itself, especially for my pile 3. So we have here the Wheel again with time. You're going through a karmic change. You guys it might be, if you're into astrology, it might be worth looking into your natal chart. I think you'll discover some things about yourself that will really shed some light on the things that you're experiencing and how you relate to love. But wow, you guys, yeah, this creativity is sitting right here with that passion and that Ace of Cups energy. Because you are confident. You're a confident being. I see that with the King of Wands. All that creative energy, that passion, that spirit, the light within you. Okay, let's get some tea leaves before we end out your reading. You should accept valid criticism. Okay, interesting. Triumph over troubles, obstacles. I feel like this is what I'm getting here. That desperate energy. We have birth or consumption of a child or enterprise. Oh yeah, that was okay. That's what that, okay. Sorry you guys. So as you know, or as you're starting to know with my readings, I move around the cards as messages come through. So that way all the cards that are top and the front are the most relevant messages for you to leave with, take away with. So we have Ace of Wands here. So yeah, this is showing me that there's a new venture and it can result in money, but it has to come from a place of spiritual understanding, discernment, compassion, and love. That's what your relationship is calling you to do. But you have to fill your cup with this and use that creative energy to help you bring it forth. But then also to, you know, bear in mind, you might get some criticism or feedback. Let's say feedback, yeah? On how you can move forward with this venture. Take it, yeah? Take it. News is on the way. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm feeling with that karmic energy. Something is coming forth in your energy, pile threes. Oh wait, we had that card too. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Oh, okay. So we have nest and we have crib. Is someone pregnant? Someone getting married? Oh, maybe someone's getting freaky. Soon, you might conceive a child. Question mark. Work, achievement, and success. Yeah, you guys, this is such wonderful energy. Like, you guys have something really wonderful coming towards you. My pile number threes. All right, we're gonna end out your reading with one final message. There it is. Oh, love that. Oh, you will receive a gift. That gift might be a child, and happiness, and love, and money, and success in your career ventures. Okay? That is all I have for you today, my pile number threes. This was such a wonderful reading. I'm so glad that we got to like work through this and figure out what's going on in your life, how you're relating to love, your relationship to love. You're going through an immense spiritual awakening, which is such a wonderful blessing, personally, because it allows the karmic wheel of life and destiny to manifest itself in a new form, and you have the confidence you need to really like enjoy this moment and enjoy the things that are coming into your life. All right, that is all I have for you today, my pile number threes. Please like the video if this resonated with you. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and drop in the comment section down below. Let's see, what should we do? Drop a little egg emoji so that I know you made it to the end of this reading. Yes? Also, again, if you haven't entered into the giveaway, I highly encourage you to do so. If you want to enter into the giveaway, type crystal in the comments section and I will enter you into the giveaway. All right? With love and light, till next time.